Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Let's see, I got to know if I have sound. Uh-oh. I don't think I have sound. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Why do I have an echo? Ooh. Music. Music. Okay. Good morning. How's it going, Tennessee? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jamie, Blistering Barnacles, good morning. How's everything today? Get your coffee. It's Friday. Well, for a Friday, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I found last Friday's little box of goodies that I found, so I had covered it up yesterday. But one of the things I was trying to find, I went back again on Tuesday and tried to find the rest of this, but this little thing, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts that I found, and you can't see it too well right here because of the glare off of the tape that I've got it taped up in, because I didn't want it all falling apart. But it's missing one corner. I think it was a triangular piece, excuse me. So I think one of these corners is missing, and I couldn't find it. I looked all over where I found all of this, and I found this in a spot about about a foot, little foot square, and kept digging around and found these pieces, found some other things, and that's where I found this little, I can't hang on to this thing, this little teardrop. Come on, if I squeeze it, it pops out. This little teardrop. And what's really neat about this little teardrop, well, I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to put the camera around in a minute. But what's really neat about it is right there, well, I can't hang on to it, but right there on that side, there's a little carving of a rat. And I got it in my community page and on my Instagram, and I got it in a thing that's coming up. It's called Short Shots. So anyway, it actually looks, it's got little carvings, or it's molded or whatever around the edge. It looks like threads, like it's supposed to be a little leather pouch type thing originally, but it's a little piece of copper and it's got that carving in it. Let's see if I can turn the camera around. So I hope you're having a good afternoon, Jamie. Here, let me, blink. Come on, turn. There we go. So I'm going to, I had to set my camera up. Well, you know what? Since I'm going to get close in, I'm going to take that off. Okay. Let's move that. Coffee. Okay. Now, if we put this down here, I think we'll be able to see it there, I think. Huh. Well, the light might not be right for it. But, see if I can. I can't. Well, I don't know whether it's going to show up well or... Light's glaring off of it. Let me turn off this light and see if that helps. No. No, it don't help at all. There's no light now. Hey, Scorpion. How's it going? Okay, that didn't help. I don't know. Hang on, I'll be right back. Just give me 10 seconds. Or a little bit more. A little bit. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Nice to see you. Hey, anyway, you can barely see it. This camera's not the greatest. How's it going, Robert? Anyway, I got a little pointer here, and every time I touch my camera, all right, it shows up better in the picture on my camera. And there's a rat right here. And I don't know whether I can get the... Yeah, you can see where it's molded in there. With this light and this camera, it's not showing up too good. But I thought that was really, you might be able to see it right there. There's the head, and you can even see the tail come up on the left side over there. You can see the tail pretty good. Hey, William E., how is it going this morning? So, anyways, I was hoping that it would show up better here, but between the light glaring on it and the camera not being so good, but you can see it if you look real hard. Hey, deadheads, how's it going? Oh, good to see all you guys in here today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, especially if you just come in to say hi and got to leave. Hit that thumbs up. Well, this is a little bit of a disappointment because I was hoping that since it showed up so good in the picture that this camera would do well too, but it's not. If I can get it just right, you can see the rat. Got his arm right there, little paw, and his head right there. Hang on. There we go. Now, in case somebody comes in that you don't know, Robert, remember, be mindful. So, anyway, but I thought that was kind of neat. I found this little copper teardrop, and it's actually got a carving in it. Well, you can almost see it better there. Got the rat, there's its tail coming up here, and its paw right there, and its head. Hey, Gregory Freeman! Good morning. I'm trying to get this into a position where it looks good, but here, let me. Okay, I think. You can see the rat there. There's this head and his little ears and his body, his paws, and the tail. So anyway, that little teardrop was a little more interesting than so it shows up better in the picture there than it does here. Well, just goes to show you that you need to look at everything, right? Everything could have something interesting. What's what thing called the teardrop thing? I don't know what it is. It's just teardrop shaped piece of copper, and the no, it's not gold, but see how it it has the markings of like threads on the sides, like a sewn pouch, but it's copper and worn. But it looked like at one time that it was supposed to represent, hey sunfish, a pouch of some kind, and then it had this little carving of a rat in it. You can see it pretty good. Nah, you can't see it well enough. If I had a scope, it would show up. At first, I just thought it was, modeled, just worn and modeled. But when I got in closer, I wish it would show up there, though. So I can get it just at the right angle with this light and this camera, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Need more light, but less harsh, more of a soft light, like natural light. It shows up really well. Yeah, it does. Yeah, if it didn't have the carving in it. Came off of something from well, one of these days I'll get me a scope and come on, focus. I almost have it here. If I can get it to stay focused, but my hand moving. Yeah, almost. Yeah, that's even worse. Alrighty. Anyways, interesting. Okay, so we got a couple things to look at here anyway. Now, there we go. Character Alley was with us on Friday, and she found this, which is a little keychain, little princess keychain. So yesterday I didn't get to show you the things that we found on Friday because I had misplaced it. But you guys saw on Friday when I dug up the little owl, and here's the little owl that I found on Friday. Just a bling pendant, or maybe off of a bracelet. Yeah, well, I wouldn't. It's right here. You want it back? Owl eyes are evil? Well, a lot of the Indian tribes think that if you see an owl, that it means death is upon you. I guess it's when you see the owl. No, it's really there, Robert. It's not my imagination. Here. See, that's really there. It's worn, but that's really a rat's head and a rat's tail. It's not an imagining. Just can't see it on this I'm sorry that you aren't feeling well, Jamie. You take care. Get some rest. You got a good weekend coming up. Yeah, should have left Hoots alone. Getting around to it, found a gas credit card in the park. I looked this up. It's a Rocket gas credit card. So somebody lost their credit card. And they found another gibbets. I don't know why anybody would want a hot sauce gibbets for their Crocs. I guess it's just advertisement and they give them away probably. But another gibbets for the jar. Now, this is an odd key. I found this on Friday also. That competes with the jet ski key. So I got a Sea Dog jet ski key on Wednesday. So those go on that key ring that you gave me there, Gregory. More keys to add to the key ring. And that Friday, those total 4-day hunt. Don't know where they went. I think that's a dime. Huh? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Another 18 Zinkins. 2 coppers. We got what? years of the coppers here. I think the Wednesday I got that 1962. That's a 75, and that one is another 62. So that was two 62s for the week there. Didn't get any nickels that came up on Friday at that lake, but I got several dimes. What have I got here? Yeah, I got 2, 4, 6, 7 dimes. Another 70 cents in dimes. So what say we had 369. For Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I got another $75.45, 3 more quarters, and 7 more dimes, $1.45. So we got it, plus the Zinkins. Got another pile of Zinkins there. So $1.45, $1.50, 63, 65, $1.65 added on to the 349. So we got $5 for the 4-day hunts, about $1 a day. Not bad. Character Alley found a cool little lure out there by the lake. Hey, Tupac, how's it going? Hey, Jamie, did you just go and lay down and continue watching? I thought you were going to go get some sleep. It's great having you all in here today. Here's a couple of things getting around to it found. They're fingernails. Probably just little kids' fingernails, these. But we find some really neat fingernails. That grosses some people out, but you know, they're just acrylic, you know, and they're not like real fingernails that are ripped out of somebody's hands. So, you know, they're just acrylic fingernails, and sometimes they have some really cool designs on them. Again, here's the keychain that Character Alley found. So, and the 2 pendants that I found on Monday were pretty cool. So I got some glitz and the ring, the little crown ring. number 2 for the year. It got a real slow start. You got January, got 2 rings. Monterey Magnet Man, I think, has like 35 rings already for the year. I think I have to ask him how much he wound up with for January. But last I got count was he had 23 around the 16th, I think, of January. He had 23 already. So I should ask him how he's doing now. Let's see if I can get less glare on this thing here. Yeah, this is better. This is better. I put it in tape, but this is something I found on last Friday. It's in 5 pieces, and I'm missing one corner of it because it's like a triangular thing. But it's a pretty cool piece of definitely costume type jewelry from the Renaissance Fair. But it was kind of neat being able to find at least this many pieces. I went back Wednesday and tried to find the other corner, but I just couldn't find it. I might still find it yet there. I only searched. This was in about an area about a foot square, and I searched maybe 3 foot square going out from the center where this was. And hey, Uncle Beep, good morning. Silver Assassin Metal Detecting, how are you? Everybody say hi to Silver Assassin. We've got somebody new in my channel. So let's So how long you been metal detecting, Silver Assassin? Massachusetts you're from, huh? Well, welcome. So, looking at Silver Assassin's channel, it looks like he's got some nice videos up. If you guys don't know him, go check him out. He has 371 subs. So, how long have you been putting up content? So you've been putting up content for about a year, or you've been putting up content for 4 years? Nice. right, well now you have 372 subs, Silver Assassin. Well, nice. Looks like you've got some pretty good content. Everybody can go and check you out whenever they'd like. Tell you what, be mindful. I'm going to give you a wrench so that you can check out some of these other channels if you don't know them. And there you go. That's what we do here, is try to help everybody grow. So just showing up some of the treasure trash that I've found this week. Hunted on last Friday, which most of this stuff's from last Friday except for these keys right here. These I found on Wednesday. These are jet ski keys. It says I think Sea Dog on them someplace here. Yeah. Sea Dog line. So keys for the key ring. Thanks for coming by, Uncle Beep. Be careful out there. Drive carefully, please. Yeah, I've got to come up with something. William doesn't want me to get rocks out of my front yard. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably swing that some little something. Maybe I'll do get a few rolls of pennies, a few rolls of nickels, dimes, and quarters, and just open them real slowly, huh? Dime bag. Good morning. How's everything? Here's some of the other things that I found. The treasure trash. Got safety pins. And some of this getting around to it found with her magnet. Some of it I found. Little pieces of fishing gear. It's always good treasure trash. Just below the surface, huh? I thought I saw those two eyeballs sticking up out of the water. Found these two things together too, about 6 inches apart. Got two really good signals. Not sure what they are. They look like cheap cabinet hinges, you know, they slide into a slot, and then this holds the door onto the cabinet here. Not quite sure what they are. And last but not least, oh, this was something. I don't know what this is here. So I tried to get this apart because it's folded, but it is something different. It might be a bottle cap. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. It's got crimped edges. Like a bottle cap, but it's not the same as a bottle cap. It's a little bit different because it's not crimped all the way around. It's folded kind of in thirds. You see, it's crimped on this side like a bottle cap. It's got some writing on it on the inside where I peeled that piece out. But anyway, something that makes me wonder what it is exactly. Well, I got some other things to show you. I'm going to get my camera up a ways and clear off some of this stuff here. I just want to show you what other things. I've been showing you the neat things that we got. Let me gather all this stuff up here. Can't forget the 38 slug that had been fired. The lead is kind of eaten away there, but definitely was fired. You can see the striations of it, but it wasn't fired into anything like a tree or the ground or anything. It's not smashed. It like fell to the ground. So anyway, that one's kind of neat. Okay, got all that stuff up. Okay, let's see if I can pull this up to give a better some of the rust and gunk. Okay. All right. These are my bottle caps for the 5 days, or 4 days. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These are all the bottle caps that I dug up. Okay, there's told Gregory Freeman we got a couple pounds of bottle caps. First I said 5 pounds, and then I changed that to a couple pounds. So I'm going to weigh these. Here, mine that I got. Okay, go to ounces. So this here little tray that I've got them in weighs 0.75 of an ounce. So tear that. Okay, so bottle caps I only got 10 ounces, so I didn't get quite a pound myself, but get around to it. Picked up, oops, let's see, I have to weigh 2 of those things. So there's 2 of those trays. So put those on there and tear that so that those are zeroed out. And getting around to it, got 46.9 ounces. Here, can you see it there? 46.9 ounces. I don't know whether you can see it right here. Right. Right here. So that's 3 pounds, and my 10 ounces. So 3 pounds 9 ounces of bottle caps that we picked up. some of the other stuff that we picked up. So I don't need the scale anymore, so I'll put that away. Some things, surface finds. Got a little dart there, a bigger dart there. These are getting around to its surface finds. Okay. And her magnet finds, things that she found with a magnet. And surface finds. These are pieces of legs from canopies and things. Hey, John P., how's it going? So, and she had quite a few magnet finds. The metal here is what she found with her magnet. The plastic or surface finds, of course. So she got quite a few little things here picking up with the magnet. And surface finds, these after I wash them will go into the bag for the homeless people. She did find one other glove, but she didn't find the pair to this one, but she found both gloves for this pair. So we pick up a lot of silly stuff in the park. And so that was her metal finds. A couple of squashed cans, a candle. It's a little tea light candle. And this is a piece out of a flashlight or a light of some sort. It's a LED light goes in that. And this is ammunition out of some kind of little toy here as well. So her surface finds. I didn't get, oops, she got a bobby pin too. Let's see. So, yeah, exactly. That's a little flashlight cone. So hang on a second. Okay. This was a parking lot find. So somebody wanted to speak to me. This was all the aluminum odds and ends that I found. There's aluminum bottle caps and can slaw and whole aluminum cans. Just showing you all my treasure trash here, guys. So I saved the aluminum. I am going to build a smelter and melt these things down, the lead and the aluminum for sure. Maybe the brass and copper if I can get my smelter hot enough. I didn't pull too many could-be's. Seemed like I got a lot more than this, but these are the could-be's for the last 4 hunts. Didn't get as many of those as I thought I did. This was not a surface find. This was it's got metal in the center of it, and this I found, it's a fidget, little cheapy fidget for a party favor. But I did dig that because it did have, and that rang up like a 26, so I was hoping it was a nickel, but it was a fidget. Yes, it did sound like a good parking lot. So, imagine my surprise when I saw plastic when I dug this up, because it was ringing a 26. So, that was another interesting find. Some of you saw that I found a chapstick. This actually smells just like chocolate. It's a milk chocolate chapstick. I thought it was sealed because it still has the plastic on the top, but it wasn't sealed. So that's trash. That's going in the trash right away. And surface find right at the edge of the water. I found a bobber. So still usable, not waterlogged. So more fishing gear. Oops. This is the accumulation of the odds and ends that I got. This battery, I kept this to show you because this battery, the short for this battery that I dug up, got 9,000 views. So, go figure, huh? But I wanted you guys to see some of the, now these are really cool because they sound like rings. I know all of you guys, no matter what machine you're using, whenever you get a washer or a grommet, they sound like rings. they give you the hope that it's a ring, because they really sound like a ring. But again, some of these different shaped odd metal. Got another piece of a drill bit here. I didn't even realize it. Thought that was just a piece of wire, but the dirt fell out of it after it dried out. So I got a piece of drill bit. Lovely, huh? All these sharp objects out of the park and beach. This isn't from this week, but this was another shell, and I'm trying to figure out if this is a rubber bullet. Does anybody know? I'm thinking that this is like ammo that had a rubber bullet in it, because it's been fired. It's a real bullet casing, but I'm thinking it's a rubber bullet. I've never really seen a casing that has a rubber bullet or holds a rubber bullet, but I'm thinking that's where the way my brain is going with it. And the bottom to a light bulb here. Okay, Gregory, I'll be here for a little while. Be careful. Drive carefully out there. So, anyways, this is all the what I call dangerous stuff, because you know, you could be playing soccer in a field and these pop up. That'll get you. So I take everything out of the ground. If I dig it, I take it, so you get to see it. Were you talking about the fidget? Oil it, it might work like new. Yeah, it's got some sand in it, so if I wash it out and then oil it, it might work really well. It almost works now. Not quite. It moves, but it doesn't move real well. No, it's not a blank. It's not a blank, because blanks are just crimped. I actually held something, and I'm pretty sure it was a rubber bullet. I'm going to have to find out. I'm going to have to take it into the gun shop and see. As there's somebody said, what do they call those rounds that you load a smaller caliber into it and the plastic makes it fit into a larger caliber casing? Yeah, no, it's not. It's a bullet. It's actually a bullet, or a bullet casing. Yeah, it does kind of look like a connector, but no, it's actually a bullet. But they have those. I think I saw it on CSI one time where you put the smaller lead or projectile into a plastic casing, and the plastic fits a larger bullet casing so that the smaller caliber, when you fire it, it goes a certain distance, and then the forces the plastic shell off of it, and the smaller caliber round continues to go past it. But I forgot what they call those. But this, yeah, it's not a blank. And it's it says MM91 or 97. MM97. It looks like IV. MM97 IV. Yeah, anyways, I finds the curious things, most curious things. Rat shots? Could be. Hey, born hunting. Depending on what kind of hunting you're doing, you know what that bullet is? Not sure. Okay. For the time being, you get to see me. Okay, everybody get a fresh cup of coffee. And got it just, there. That's tiresome work. Tiresome work. Getting all that stuff out and showing you all. So let's see. Now I got all that stuff sorted, so I can put it in the assorted bins outside and scrap it out. Now that I got all of the good stuff sorted from the bad stuff. And I didn't get a lot of scrap iron here. What did I'm going to weigh that. It's not very much compared to what I normally get, but oh, pulled it apart, put it back together. So I like to know after a week's hunt how much scrap iron I get. Let's take it to the scrap heap, and I get $140 a ton, which turns out to be about 7 cents a pound for scrap metal. So it helps pay for the gas. So I got got to make every little thing count, right? Gotta see. I'm going to add, since I've sorted it out here, goodness, and I weighed out no, it's fallen. Put all of getting around to its scrap metal in with my scrap metal, as I was keeping it separate to show you all what she found compared to what I found, and she almost finds as much as I do, and just with a magnet on the surface and without a pinpointer and without a metal detector, just a magnet and a grabber. So we had 3 pounds 9 ounces of bottle caps, which that will be going to scrap. And tear that. So that's another 23 ounces. That's let's see, I'll change that to pounds. So that's 1 pound 4. So that's 5 pounds or 6 pounds 3 ounces. Oh no, right? 6 pounds 14 ounces. So 6 pounds 14 ounces, and that would be about 38 cents. 38 cents we collected in scrap. So you figure when I finally go, there'll be 300 to 500 pounds in my truck. So at least 3. I don't go unless I've got at least 300 pounds. Make it at least worth the gas money to go over there. All right. Oh, and I didn't even, oh, I should weigh those. Hang on. I forgot. I got, that's not all. That's not all. Okay. I got my big chunk of pipe, my big washer, my big square washer, my little scrap of wire here, my big bolt here, and my drill bit here, and let's see, sorted pieces there. So bummer. Okay, so that all of that. It's another another 2 pounds there. So that's another 14 cents. Another 14 cents. Get excited over 14 cents of rusty old iron. So it's almost 50 cents worth of scrap iron just in the little nails and screws and chunks of pipe and stuff I get out of the ground. That's something, huh? Takes it where you gets it. Okay. I don't think FL Thunder has a Manicore. I know Charlie does, but I don't think FL Thunder has a Manicore. It's Charlie that has it, and he doesn't like it. Yeah, he didn't like it at all. You know, who's been killing it on the beach with a new detector, and that's Monterey Magnet Man. He's got a Deus 2 that he's been killing the gold on the beach. And know a lot of people that don't like the Manicore. They don't. They got the Manicore and then they didn't really like how it performed. I don't know anything about it personally. So, but ask Charlie, digging it back. You have a gold bug? Yeah, another good person to go to about the Manicore is uh, Detecting NY, uh, New York. Merle. Merle, uh, he has a really good take on the Manicore. I'd only suggest people that have used it. Manicore is expensive. I I do real well on the beach with my legend born hunting, and it's a lot cheaper than a Manicore. I don't know why 11-inch coil. I have the 11-inch coil and the 6-inch coil for my legend. I like the 6-inch better. Even, you know, like Wednesday, I went to the beach, Lake Beach, with my 11-inch coil, and I don't like it as well as I like the 6-inch, even on the beach there. Um, I don't think that you really can cover so much more with the 11-inch, and it takes me longer. It seems like even when I get it out of the hole, I'm at the beach and I'm using that 11-inch and I get it out of the hole, I can't use that 11-inch and figure out exactly where that hunk of metal lies in what I pulled out of the hole. I have to scoop it 2 or 3 times and 4 times sometimes after it's out of the hole and it's just laying there on top of the ground. And with that 6-inch coil, I get that, and I can find it the first time, you know. You have to go back a ways on for Merle when he before he was actually given opinions. He actually tested the Manicore, and he goes through a test, surface test. He just puts things down on the ground and starts detecting them and stuff, and then he buries things so many inches deep and stuff and tests it. And he's got this big board, and he gets all of the figures, you know, what this rang up, what that rang up. If it rang up different on the surface, then it rang up 8 inches down, and all kinds of stuff. He really goes into a methodical review of all the metal detectors that he uses, and you'd have to go back and see that one and see what he says about it when he's using it then. So I wouldn't spend the money on a Manicore if I had a legend. I've got a legend, and I wouldn't buy a Manicore. I don't think that you're going to find that much better. If it's in there, you're going to get it as long as you're digging your signals. I think the biggest mistake that people make when they are out hunting is they start saying that that's a bottle cap. Oh, that's a pull tab. Oh, that's a nail. Oh, that's, you know, and you start saying, passing over all the signals because you think that you know. Well, I am real honest with everybody, and if you watch my lives, you'll see that when I find a bottle cap, it can ring up from a 1 to a 60. My, you know the legend, it only goes up to 60, and so a bottle cap can ring in any range there. You can't tell if it's a bottle cap. You might be able to guess, but you're not going to be able to tell. I can say, oh, I think that's a bottle cap, and it'll be a copper penny. I can say, oh, I think that's a dime, and it's a bottle cap. Well, I think it's a nickel, and it's a, what I call a could be, pull tab. You know, the numbers are there, and no matter what machine you're using, I'm not trying to sway you in any direction at all. If you dig the signals, you're going to find things. You're going to find gold, you're going to find silver. Look, I found that silver pendant, and I didn't get any gold this week, but I've gotten a fair amount of gold using the legend, and I've gotten a fair amount of silver using the legend. I got a fair amount of copper and brass, everything, steel, bottle caps, could be's, nails, screws, bolts, nuts. But I dig everything, and then it's a surprise when I get it out. But if you want to get into your pocket and spend $2,000 on a metal detector that you think's going to tell you whether it's gold or not, it's not. That's just my take on all of it. It doesn't matter whether you're using Xterra or Simplex or a Legend or any of the Minelab products or Garrett's. It doesn't matter as long as it's detecting metal and you dig in your numbers and you dig in everything, you're going to get something. You know, you just have to be able or be willing to work for it, in my opinion. That's just my lowly opinion. I'm not, you know. And that's okay too. It still gives you metal, and that's all you need is metal. Gregory Freeman has the Garrett 300 and the Garrett 400, and those the vid screen is a little different than the ones like the Legend and the Minelabs where you see the numbers, but it still gives you a tone. I have the whites here, and it didn't give me numbers that, or didn't have anything, no screen at all, nothing that showed you whether it might be ferrous or non-ferrous, like the Garretts and the oh, what's the other one? The Xterra, the old Xterra. Anyway, mine just had a box on it, and it had a needle that would tell you if you set the needle, you flip the switch, and it would tell you whether it was ferrous or non-ferrous, whether it was iron or a non-ferrous, and it had a little needle there. It says iron and goes up into the little notches, but you can't see it from when you're holding on to got the thing. The box is underneath, and so you can't see through your hand to see that thing unless you twist your thing around. And, oh, wait a minute. So you just had to go by the squeaks and squawks, and I found some of my first gold and everything with that whites, just making squeaks, pops, and crackles. But the only reason that I bought the Legend was because I wanted to go in the water, and I couldn't take the whites. I could put the coil in the water, but I couldn't get out in the water and hunt. So I wanted to get in the water, so I got the Legends so that it's waterproof. I can get in the water, and it does real well in the water. I have a lot of fun hunting in the water in the summertime, and that's the only reason I got something different than the I'd probably still be using the whites if I didn't want to get wet. If I didn't want to get in the water, I'd still be using the whites, because I was finding all kinds of good stuff with the whites. Don't forget to hit the like. I know Gregory, that Garrett 400 that he was using, he was having a little bit of a problem with it, and I didn't know enough about the Garretts to help him out too much with it, and I felt bad about that, because he was going with me, and I know that he was hoping that I could help him with his detector. But as long as it's making noise when it goes over metal, I'm digging it. So I don't care what it is. But I think I'm going to take my whites out next time I go out digging this next week. I'm going to take my whites out one day, and I'm going to take both detectors, and I'll show you the difference with that, and you'll see that one's just as good as the other. You just have to be willing to work, right? Get down and dig. If you're on the beach, you just have your scoop, that's fine. But when you're in the park, you have to get down on the ground and dig your target out. Sorry, I just went off on a rant. Apologize. I apologize. Just dimes and nickels. Sorry about that, Gregory. Got to put my ring in my freshly cleared out ring case Yeah, I haven't done real well yet this year. I only have the 2 rings so far, but this one is 925 silver and really a unique ring, and this one's just bling. So I got to clean up this mess. I made a big mess of this room. Okay. This is my key ring and keychain and carabiners that I have collected this past year. And let me go get Gregory's batch that he gave me. It's got keys on it. So this is the batch of keys and carabiners that Gregory Freeman gave me when I was out at his place. So if you add what he gave me together with what I've got, there. That's a lot of keychains, keys, and key rings and carabiners. Just imagine what you can do. You just go out and dig it. Right? Just go out and dig them. I don't know where Gregory got all of his, but these are all from digging. Yeah, we got to get down to the beach. After this storm's over, it'll be another good week down at the beach, I think. Well, you know, I'll be right back. I got my mic on, so I'll be able to talk to you. Thought I had oh, there they are. I had already brought them in, I forgot. Because I was going to do this. I'm just going to see if I can crush one of these things here real quick before my time's up. Hang on. Here we go. All right. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of mess here to clean up. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to take my ball of whatever this is here. See if I can break it up. Oh, I don't think so. I'm going to have to use a hammer. I don't think that's going to work. No. No, that one I'm going to have to, that might just be a ball of metal. Look, yeah, it's not rusty at all. It's just crusty on the outside. Yeah, that's the metal right there. It didn't go very deep. So I'll just have to wire brush that one off and see what I can find out of it. Well, that might be a meteorite. It's got the flat side, the rounded side, and it's heavy, and it's well, that magnet doesn't do it. Wait a second, it might not even be magnetic. I don't know why it's so heavy though. Oh yeah, it is. It's magnetic. Yeah, that could very well be a meteorite. Have to clean that off and see. It's not a big ball of rust like I thought, because there's the metal right there. Can you see it? That could be an iron meteorite. Very well could be. Very well could be. Check that out. Okay. Different than I thought. Greg, I'll diver. All right, let's try one of the others then, since that one. Okay, that's more like what I thought that other one was going to do. And again, this one's just That's yeah, now, that's different. Definitely metal. Okay, I'm gonna have to bang it with a hammer. It's not just breaking apart like I imagined. Oh yeah, I got a grinder out there too. I got a grinder and a wire wheel. This is more fun, actually, to sometimes you just crack the stuff off. See, like that. See there? So sometimes it just cracks off. You know, that's really, you try one thing first, just go grinding things. So this stuff, sometimes you can just get it to crunch right off. And if you can see what's inside there. Oh, that's then you don't grind things all to pieces. This is just I think just a piece of wire. What I was thinking was no, it's not quite wire. Glacier shark. Well, maybe. Different. Maybe. Huh. Definitely coated with rust. And it's breaking off. It came from out on the lake beach. It was, they'd taken a bobcat and plowed up the beach to, oh, you know what this is? It's a key ring. I think it's a key ring. Look at that. What do you think? I think it's a key ring. Right? Well, see there? See, William? If you, I tried all three of these pieces here. This one, probably going to have to do something else with. I can't get it to break open. This one is solid, so you can see the metal right there and right there. So that one is still a mystery, but it's not like a nut or something of that nature. It's a solid ball of metal, so now this one wasn't a meteorite. This, I think, is a meteorite, William. I think this has a chance of being a meteorite because it's rounded on one end, it's flat on the other, got like a thumbprint in the one side. Those are the characteristics. See how it's rounded down here and flat up here. And I thought it might have been a nut all encrusted, but no, it's not. It's got a crust on it, but the metal is not that deep in there. It's right there on the, so it could be. Now, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be. It's got those two characteristics, the crust, the flat side, and the round side. So the three characteristics there so far. And it's metal. And it is magnetic. It's not a rock. It's metal. But this one was, it looked like a paisley, remember? And then it was all crusted up inside on this bigger side. This is all crusted, it looked like a paisley. And when I broke the rust off of it, which most is right there, it's a bunch of rust down there. So we got one key ring. And this other piece, here's the other one. This looks like a bearing to me. And it's magnetic also. And let's see if we can get some of it to break off. If not, we'll grind it off. Sorry about that, Greg. You'll have to watch it back later on your computer screen. Let's see. Okay, this one, the rust is cracking off. Oops. So you don't have a smartphone? I don't either. I got a stupid phone. So it's breaking off, see? No, I believe it's bearing. These are fun. I like finding out what's inside the rust balls. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bearing. I kind of figured that one when I found it. Oops, that shot out. I may not know a lot, but sometimes I know something. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it better now. Okay, I can take a grinder and a wire brush and clean that off a little bit more. Got most of the crust off of it. Pretty sure, 99% sure that's a bearing. %100% sure that's a key ring. And still not sure what this is. This, I think I'm gonna have to take a hammer too. But anyway, I'm over my 2-hour time here, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching me be silly. That might be the possibility that has meteorite qualities. That just, I think, just a piece of flat iron, but I'll find out, and we'll let you know on Monday what I find out in that one. That one's 99% certain it's a bearing. So, 2 mysteries solved. Still 2 to go. All right, gang. Voila. I'm back just in time to say happy trails, everybody. I hope that you have a great hunt. I hope that you get exactly what you want. God bless you all for being who you are. Got a couple new people in here today. Robert Worley showed up, and still got, and Glacier Shark, thank you for showing up. Odd Diver, Greg, thank you. William E., Gregory Freeman, Tennessee, Rocks, and who else was in? Tupac was in here. I think he's probably still hanging around lurking. Dimebag was in here, and Born Hunting. Blistering Barnacles was here, and I know he wasn't feeling too well, a little under the weather. John P. was in here, and all a great bunch of people. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. If I go all the way up as far as I can go, I'll probably find somebody else that popped in to say hi. Silver Assassin, he was a new one today. Thank you for being here. And who else might have been? Uncle Beep was in here. And Talca, he always shows up, at least to say hi, from Chile. Sunfish was in here for a long while. Well, I have to go all the way up to see if there was anybody different. And Scorpion was here, and Deadheads was here, and who else? I guess that's it. I think that's it. So, peace, everybody. Thank you so much. Hey, we got up to 20 likes. All right, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I will see you same time, same channel, maybe not the same place, but I'll be here. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Hunt well, stay well. Later, daters. Let's hunt.